Never fails. I be doing too much, y'all. I do too much. That's it. I'm officially. Oh boy. Sorry, I'll just wait for you guys to come back. I officially do too much. I'm ashy over here, man. I officially do too much on here. I can't even get my other computer to turn on. But I'll wait for you guys to come in and I'll talk to you in a little while. There's some people join in. I'm sorry. I apologize for that, y'all. These mistakes happen. We can't harp on them. We got to move forward. All right. I don't understand how. I don't understand how I'm entering my pin in wrong on this computer. But I want to show you guys some tips on Chroma Lux, but actually I cannot right here on this computer. So let me open it up and I'll show you guys some stuff that I did to create this files right here. Let some more people come into. I got some people back. I appreciate you guys coming back. This happens often when you're trying to do too much. I'll bring up the stop sign RDE, and I want to show you guys some stuff on Chroma Lux. Stop sign RDE. All right, cool. All right, we back. T-Town T-shirts, what's going on, man? Sorry about that, guys. It happens. All right, so real fast, this design right here, this stop sign design. If you guys notice, let me try to get a pointer. Okay, if you guys notice, sometimes you'll be embroidering something, right? And while you're embroidering, you'll get like a line. Have you guys in the chat, have you guys ever been embroidering and got like a random line through your embroidery? You guys see that line right there? Let me know if you guys see that line that I'm pointing to. Put yes in the chat if you see that line that I'm talking about. It's a random line in the red. Put yes in the chat if you see that line. I'm not sure if you guys see it or not. I'm going to show you guys how to get rid of that in digitizing when that happens. All right. Put yes. I want to see a yes in the chat if you guys know what I'm talking about and you guys ever experienced that and ever seen that happen. Just eating, checking in, window, film, and got to get back to cutting glitter vinyl. This is for an order. Oh, how many shirts are you doing? T-Town T-shirts. How many shirts are you doing? But yeah, put yes in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. Do I have any embroiderers in here? I want to know who I'm talking to. Do I have any people embroidering in here that embroider? I lost everybody on that last chat. All right, I'm waiting for some more people to join in. Wait for a few more people to join in before I start showing you guys this digitizing stuff. Because I want the most people to get, 45 jackets. Oh my gosh, you're going to be weeding for a while, bro. You're about to be weeding for a while. That's a lot of weeding to do. So I don't want to go there, but lost the feed. Yeah, no. Okay. Your information is so beneficial. I appreciate that. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to go back on Troll Patrol right now, so I'm just going to keep this video informative. I want to show you guys this digitizing. Let me know when I have some digitizers or some embroiderers in here that's interested in digitizing in Chroma Lux, because that's what I really want to show you guys about relative to these designs right here that I digitized and I put on allanawade.com. I want to show you guys some tips and tricks in digitizing. All right, well, I'm gonna just get into it. All right, so when you're digitizing, sometimes, okay, good. You learned Chroma Lux. Are you also a reason I got the A3+R? Thanks for being upfront about eyes. No problem. And everything I told you about the A3+R was right, correct? But yeah, when you're embroidering, yes, but tell me I lost feet. When you're embroidering, sometimes you'll get, I'll tell you exactly what will happen. The design will start embroidering out, right? The fill stitch will start embroidering out, and then it'll stop, go to the other side, and then it will start embroidering and meet the other end of the embroidery, if you know what I'm talking about. And when it does that, you'll end up with a line where they met, if that makes sense, right? You end up with a line. I'm going to show you guys how to get rid of that line in Chroma Lux, because that's the digitizing software that I use primarily. So I'm going to show you guys how to get rid of that line if you're digitizing that happens to you. All right, so right here, I hope this works. All right, so yeah, you guys see my screen in Chroma Lux. It's going to flicker a little bit because it doesn't like the feed from my Mac. I don't know if it's the frame. I think it's the frame rate. But let me know if you guys are seeing my screen good. I think it's showing good on my end, but I'm not sure how it's showing on YouTube. Let me bring up my YouTube real fast so I can make sure, and I can see your comments and stuff like that. So I can make sure. Okay, yeah. Dude, Dream On, what's going on? How are you? How are you? How are you? Okay, cool. All right, so on this, you see the stop logo that I digitized, right? Let me bring up the real view. This is the real view of it right here. So what I want to show you guys, right, is when you go to the actual fill stitch, which is right here, if I click on it, do a drop down, this is a complex fill. If I click on the edit function, which is right here, right, this is called the shape, edit outline, angle lines, and entry and exit, right? So what I want you guys to know is the start and stop point have to be different than the angle line. So in other words, this is the start point, this is the stop point. And right now, the angle line is straight. The angle line is straight, all right? You guys following? The angle line is straight right now, and the start and stop point is on the same plane as it. So if I hit apply, and then what's going to happen is it's going to start embroidering right here. It's going to go across, and then it's going to stop halfway in between and come over here and finish and meet up. All right, I'm going to hit apply right here. Let's see what happens. Let's see if that does hold true, what I'm saying right here. Boom. So the angle didn't change yet. Hold on. Nope. It didn't. Yeah, see how it stopped and then it went and met it? That's going to create a little line in the middle, like the line that we are seeing right here. All right, that's going to create a little line, but we don't want that. We want to start embroidering at one point, and we want to stop at that point. All right, so let's go back to the design, and let's go back to that complex fill part, and let's go back to the edit. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up here, right, and I'm going to put the end point to end right here. And what that is putting the start and the stop point opposite from the angle line. This is the angle line right here. They always have to be opposite. Hit enter, let's save it. And now when I go and play it back, it should start up here and it should go all the way through and finish down here. All right, so let's see if that holds true. All right, so let's go. All right, put down that underlay. Go. Now see, now that it embroiders all the way through, you don't have to worry about getting a oh wait, oh my gosh, I didn't even change the screen. See, that's what happens when you're doing too much. All right, let's do that again, guys. I'm sorry about that. All right, sheesh. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go back and show you guys my screen again. Jeez Louise. All right, so this is the embroidery design that I created right here. All right, it's the complex fill right here. It's the portion of it that's in the middle. That's a solid, right? So what I showed you guys originally is you can go over here and then you can click on this complex fill right here. This is the edit. This is how you edit the complex fill. And this right here is a start point. This right here is a stop point. Notice how it's opposite of the angle line. This right here is the angle line. The line right in the middle. This is the start point. This is the stop point. Now, if I play it back for you, you'll see that it will embroider all the way through from the start point to the stop point. All right, so watch this. It's going to embroider all the way through, from the start point up top all the way down, all the way through. Now, once that's how you want your fill stitches to embroider. If they embroider the other way, you're going to end up with a line like the one we see right here. Now, let me show you how you get that line that you want to avoid. All right, so in digitizing, sometimes what will happen is your digitizer won't know any better, and they'll have the angle line and the start point and the stop point on the same field. So the angle line is right here, start point is right here, stop point is right here. Now watch what happens when I go to play it back. Watch what happens to the stitch out. All right, we got that, we got that. Now starting from the bottom, see that, see what happened? It started from the bottom, and then it didn't finish all the way out. It didn't finish all the way out. Now it's gonna stop in the middle, and when it stops in the middle like that, after it's done embroidering, most times you get a line like the one we see right here. The camera's probably too far away. You probably can't see it. I'm not sure if you guys can see it in the chat. Let me know if you guys can see it in the chat. I'm not even seeing the chat right now, so let me switch my screen real fast so I can. Yeah, but your screen isn't showing it. Yeah, it updated now, so you guys, yeah, you guys can see that line right there, right? You guys see that line, all right? So yeah, that's the line I'm talking about that you want to avoid. All right, so let me know if that's helpful. Let me know if that's helpful at all, and you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, thank you, Nicole Shabazz. I'm kind of late. And I'm just seeing that. But yeah, so now I want to talk to you guys briefly, and I want to address. Let me see. Big Jazz, let me know if you're in the chat. Big Jazz, let me know if you're in the chat, because I don't want to do this if you're not in chat. All right, my phone just died, so there goes that. Big Jazz, let me know if you're in the chat, because but I guess you can watch the playback, but let me know if you are in the okay, she's here. Okay, so Big Jazz is about to buy a DTG printer, and she's not sure what she should do, I guess. Correct me if I'm wrong. She's about to buy a DTG printer. She's in the process of purchasing it, but she's trying to decide DTG or DTF. Now, in the chat, I want you guys that have experience to advise her what you would do in her situation, why. Now, she wants to know the differences between the two. My advice to Jazz is, if you're going to buy a DTG printer, which you'll see I have two right here, one right here, and another one right here. If you're going to buy a DTG printer, I would advise you to make sure. Oh, so she says she knows she wants to buy a DTG printer. I would advise you to make sure your business is to the point where you are printing shirts on a consistent basis, to the point where you can run the DTG machine almost every day. If you're not doing that, then you're going to waste a lot of material. Now, what I mean by that is you're going to waste a lot of ink, to be more specific, because you need to keep your DTG printer on, because you need that ink to circulate so the lines don't get clogged. And when you're not printing on a day-to-day basis, as the ink circulates through the DTG printer, it fills up a waste container which sits at the bottom of your DTG printer, and the wasted ink goes down into that waste container. So whether or not you are printing shirts, you're still using ink with a DTG printer, period. The same thing applies with a DTF printer, but a DTF printer does not use as much, does not waste as much. All right, I've had two DTF printers, and we're about to get another one soon. But it's a hard question for us to answer for you. You have to decide where you are at in your business. Now, as far as the DTG printer, DTG prints onto shirts. The shirts has to be pre-treated before you print on the shirt. So you have to spray it with a pre-treat solution. And the best way to do that is they're going to provide you with a Wagner spray gun, or you can buy a pre-treat machine. I have one over there in the corner, Mr. T2 Pro. They're about another $4,000, $5,000. So the shirts have to be pre-treated. The pre-treat solution has to be dried, and to get that process down packed, it's going to take a little while for you to be able to pre-treat a shirt and dry the shirt without getting what we call a pre-treat box, on the shirt. That's going to take a little while, but I have videos on showing you how to do that. This right here is DTF, by the way. But so if you're trying to make finished quality shirts that you would see like in the store, in the department store, DTG is a good way to go. All right, now DTF is more so, I would think that DTF is more so for a person that wants to sell transfers, because the machine's primary purpose is to make direct-to-film transfers, right? And direct-to-film transfers you can sell to people, or you can use those direct-to-film transfers to make shirts for yourself. The only problem is, if you're making shirts with a DTF printer, there's like kind of like two processes, right? So you have to print out all the DTFs, and then you have to press all the shirts with those DTFs. So it's like a two-step process. But if you compare it to DTG, I guess you can say is also a two-step process, because you have to pre-treat the shirts, and then you have to press the shirts, and then you have to print on the shirts. And after you print on the shirts, you still have to cure that ink with your heat press, or if you have a conveyor dryer. So it's hard for me to tell you which one to go with, but knowing what I know now, and in the position that I am in now, I would go with a high quality DTF printer as opposed to a DTG printer, right? And that's only because of what I do and what I'm trying to help other people do, right? I believe, in my opinion, in my business, and in where I am right now, I believe it's more beneficial to have a commercial DTF printer, because you can create opportunities for people as well as yourself. It's like a, two-way street. And you can make your designer shirts with a DTF printer. Like this is a DTF right here. This came off of my Prestige A3 Plus R when I had it. Don't mind the embroidery at the bottom, but this, it's not, now DTF is definitely not as quality, in my opinion, as DTG. So, and the difference is, with DTF, the design is sitting on top of the shirt, right? DTG, the design is also on top of the shirt, but it's somewhat embedded into the material. So the ink, the shirt is pre-treated, and the pre-treat helps the shirt absorb the ink, right? And with DTG, as it sprays the ink on top of the shirt, it kind of goes into the fabric a little bit. And then when you press the shirt and cure it, you get more of a shirt type of feel. DTG honestly reminds me, the best way I can say it is, DTG honestly reminds me of something that you would get at the department store, like at a Macy's, or like any department store that sells shirts. I've gone up to their prints and I say, wow, this looks like I can do it on my DTG printer that has fades and stuff like that. So in department stores, I think you're going to see screen printed shirts as well as DTG shirts. But the ones in department stores, they're probably produced on like those high-end DTG printers, the ones that we're not buying. Like I think the brand is called Kornit. They make them, Kornit machines. They make DTG. Let me see if I can find a Kornit machine online, so we can see what they look like. DTG printer. They're very, very expensive. Very, very expensive. Kornit DTG machine. I don't think we're gonna see a price on here, but Kornit DTG, look, $556 a month, 0% interest. No, that's a Brother GTX. Sorry. I think some department stores are using. Now look at this Kornit machine, guys. This is camera 5. Look at this Kornit machine. The perfect industrial direct-to-garment printing solution for high-volume production. This is probably the size of this room right here. It has 2 platens on it. It has a big computer screen, Huge machine, huge machine. Look how big this thing is. So that is what I believe. Look how high tech that thing looks, right? That's a Kornit, Kornit, Kornit Storm, right? So those are the type of machines that you would see that department stores are producing stuff with. In my opinion, I don't know. I don't know that for a fact, but I think that the high quality stuff that we're seeing in department stores are coming from those types of machines, right? How many people in the chat has ever heard of Kornit machines, Kornit DTG machines before? I know I've never seen them in the at the summits or anything. I don't ever see them at the summits. I have a clothing brand and I make my own garments. I figured I'd cut out the middleman. My own DTG machine for business, and then also be able to exactly. So there are benefits to having a DTG machine. Like right now, I love my DTG machines, and to be quite honest, I couldn't imagine my business without them. So I'm saying that I would go with DTF, but at the same time, I love my DTG machines, and I would recommend that you buy the get the if you go in this type of price range, just get the Ricoma Vision. I know I have Ricos in the back. I bought those Ricos when Ricoma used to sell Rico, and they had good customer service. But the company Rico, to be honest, I can't. The little bit of experience that I've had with them, and I'm always transparent with you guys, a little bit of experience that I've had with Rico, their customer service is not that great at all. And the customer service I get from Ricoma is great. So that's why I would advise you to go Ricoma as far as the DTG printers. And for the last few days, I've been making videos about this. Brother GTX, they're probably like the top of the line for this price point ish. They're a little bit more expensive than the Vision. They're a little bit more expensive than the Ricos. They're a little bit more expensive than the Epson F2100. That's also another good brand. They're a little bit more expensive, the Brother GTX, but I don't see a lot of videos on the Brother GTX either. Some people have them. I don't see a lot of videos on them. For the price and the size, they're a little bit bigger than these. I would just say get the Ricoma Vision. And if you're considering another machine, I would say if you don't get the Ricoma Vision, get the Epson F2100. That's been around for a while. Matter of fact, they made a new one. I think they're discontinuing the Epson F2100 because they have a new one now. But the Ricoma Vision has all the new features, and that's what I would recommend that you get. And use my affiliate link when you get it. All right, so guys, no problem. So guys, on my website right now, alanawade.com, we have the stop sign is on there, the corrected stop sign that does not have this line on it. We have the yield sign, and let me show you with the yield sign. Let me show you something about this yield sign. You see two of them right here, right? One of them does not have a cutout for the middle, and the other one does. Can you guys tell me which one has the cutout? It's kind of obvious because you can kind of see it, which one has a cutout and which one doesn't. And what I mean by cutout is sometimes when you embroider stuff, right? Have you ever embroidered something where you get thread on top of thread on top of thread on top of thread? So it's not a good idea to embroider like with many different thread colors on top, because what will happen is this red right here, if you guys can look, it's kind of peeking through this white right here. And there's a specific reason why that's happening. All right. And I'm going to show you guys on the software again, but let me explain it to you guys first. What's happening right here is the red is being stitched out this way, and then the white is being stitched out this way. So they're going in the same direction. So if they're going in the same direction, some of the red is going to poke through the white. So what you have to do to avoid this is you have to switch directions of either the red or the white. I would just switch directions of the white and have the angle lines facing this way. So that way the angle line's not in the same direction of the red. Let me show you that because it's a lot easier to show you guys and I can tell you guys. So let me bring up that file real fast so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, I'm going to be giving some more detailed digitizing tutorials for people that join the channel. And I said I was going to do it before. I did not activate the channel membership yet, but it's coming up soon, so don't worry about it. All right, so right now, camera 5. All right, we're up on camera 5. Good. Right now, so you see I got, let me bring up the live view right here by hitting this realistic command right here, realistic. Now you can see it better. All right, so right now we got these layers right here. This is the red at the bottom, and this is the white complex fill in the middle. All right, so they're on different different directions. I changed it. This is going this way. You can see the angle. You can see the angle of the stitches going this way, and on the red, you can see the angle of stitches going this way. Now, if I click on the edit right here, and I have the white selected, you can see the angle lines and the stop point. See, the angle line is this way, and the stitch is going this way. And the start and stop point is opposite of the angle line, which means it's going to embroider out like this. It's going to start right here, down here, and it's going to embroider out like this all the way through. All right, so let's look at that. All right, by the white is going to boom, 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 start right there, all the way through. All right. Now, what would happen if my angle lines was the same as the red? Let me select the red, go right here. You see the angle line is this way. What would happen if it was on the same path, right? Start and stop point is opposite. So my angle line's right here, start point right here, and stop point right here. So now the red can embroider all the way through. All right. So what would happen if they were on the same point would be something like what we have here. All right. We have the red peeking through. Now, also on this one right here, I didn't put this in the store because it was thread on top of thread. If you noticed on the design that I showed you on the screen, I did a cutout. All right. So if I go like this and I make this invisible, you can see that there's a cutout right here. I created a cutout. All right. And that's what I encourage you guys to do when you're digitizing. Create cutouts so it's not thread on top of thread on top of thread. Now, when you make a cutout, you're going to get something a lot more cleaner because you're embroidering the red, right? And then recessed inside of the red, you got a level of white. You got a white thread on top of there. And the only thing that's going on top of each other is the red text on there. All right. So that's how I like to do my stuff. That's how I advise you guys to get your stuff done. Either, if you're using a digitizer or if you're not using a digitizer, I don't know, but just some stuff to look out for, just some stuff to be mindful of and to be aware of. And I hope this is all useful stuff that you guys could use in your embroidery journey. Let me know. You guys are real quiet in the comments. You guys, I guess you guys are like paying attention. Like, is this helpful at all? Put yes if this is helpful. Put no if it's not. But if it's boring, if you want me to get back to the ratchetness, I can. But yeah, I got a video right now that I'm editing for you guys. So I just wanted to jump on here and do a live real fast. And first attempt was an epic fail. And let me know if this is helpful. And I got 21 people in watching this video. Let me know if it's helpful because you guys are really quiet. Let me know if you guys, your screen is okay. That was before. Oh, I'm here. Correct. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Okay, very helpful. Okay, good. Yes, love how you break it down. Okay, good. I just want to, okay. I will schedule a consultation with you. Dudes Custom. Dudes, man, you've been doing this for a while now. You don't need to schedule a consultation, man. You good. I'm confident in your skills to do what it is that you're doing already. I looked at your stuff, and your stuff is pretty good. So, but if you want to schedule a consultation, I'll be more than happy to consult you, bro. But I believe your stuff is good enough to the point where you don't really need a consultation. All you need is a little bit of practice, if anything, if you think that's what you need. But when I mean underline, let me bring up the 7-Eleven design. Still learning embroidery and digitizing. Let me bring up the 7-Eleven design so I can show you guys what I'm talking about on that one. All right, boom. Let me open that up real fast. Get my 7-Eleven joint. Boom, Ricoma. 711 RDE. All right. Let me show you what I'm talking about right here. All right. So now, switch to camera 5 again. Okay, so this is our 711 design. If you notice right here, this is the solid view. This is the transparent view. If you notice right here, we have center lines going through the text. So the center line is what's telling the needle to stay on this path, kind of, sort of, if that makes any sense. It's kind of a weird thing. So in order to, you can go like this and like turn off the center line in your text. But for this text right here, I manually digitize this text. So this is not text that you find inside, like not a font, not just type 11. I manually digitize this text. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this isn't really text, right? It's a bunch of different satin stitches because I manually digitize it. So what I have to do in order to change the center line, so take this steel stitch. I'm going to use the L. The L should be right here. This steel stitch right here. That's the whole L, right? But it's nothing but a steel stitch, but you see the representation of what it is. So I would go up here to this right here, and you see it has a center line on there. All right, it has a center line. Center line is like kind of giving the needle, it'll put the center line down first, and then it will start embroidering the thing, right? So if you remove that center line, right, see it went away, and I hit apply. There's no center line right here. So when it goes to embroider, it might shift around, right? It might shift around. Like you'll see right here. Let's see, camera 3. No, what's camera 4? Yeah, camera 4. Okay, so no center line, a little messy, right? Center line, it got a lot cleaner. No center line, it got a lot cleaner, right? So there's different cases where you want to use the center line. There's different cases where you don't want to use the center line. And there's different cases where you want to use the zigzag stitch. In most cases, you want to use a zigzag stitch, which I think I might change this file and put a zigzag stitch underneath. I'm just going to play around with it a little bit, but go back to camera 5 right here. So if I would put a zigzag stitch, I'll just go here to zigzag. Actually, I wouldn't use zigzag. I would use a parallel right here, right? And see, that's a zigzag too, but now, see, it added kind of like a center line with a zigzag at the bottom. All right, so the machine would embroider that first, and then it would go and embroider a satin stitch. And that would keep everything, I believe, I got to do the test first. That would keep everything a lot more stable, and it would keep everything a lot more even. If you notice right here, there is a little bit of unevenness right here. It's not to the point where a customer is not going to like it. It's not to the point where a customer is going to be like, oh, that looks horrible. But if you're anal, like I'm anal, and if you want to learn how to get things perfect in your digitizing software, you're going to have to play with stuff a lot. See how this V is coming a little bit past these points right here? In digitizing, you want to play with that stuff, all right? So, but on the screen, it appears, if I bring down a line from up here, it appears that everything is on the same plane, kind of, sort of, but when it embroiders, sometimes you'll get something different from what you see on screen. See, this is even a little bit up a little bit, right? It's even a little bit not even with everything. But for some reason, when I embroidered it out, it came down a little bit. My theory is, in here, I need to put a parallel instead of a center line, and that would keep it straight, right? On both of these lines right here, put a parallel, hit apply, and that would keep that straight and steady and not going beyond where it's supposed to go. All right, so yeah, so that's it for the dorky stuff, guys. I can do this all day. This dorky, like, I might do silly stuff online, and you know what I mean, but I get heavily into the mechanics of the stuff behind the scenes. I don't show a lot of it on the videos because it's boring. Everybody says they want to learn digitize, they want to do this, they want to do that, but when I make the digitizing videos, nobody watches. As I was just explaining this stuff, it's boring. I can say it and explain it in a ways that make sense to you guys because I know how I would want to be taught this stuff. But at the same time, these videos are not popular. They don't get a lot of views, so I don't do a lot of them because they don't get a lot of views. And at the end of the day, I am here to not only show you guys how to do stuff, but also to make a living for myself. So I'm gonna put these in when I can. Some videos to help you guys, some informative stuff, but I love this stuff. I can geek out over this stuff all day for hours, but not on camera. I do it off camera. So like I'm gonna play with this a little bit and figure out, some technicalities. I got some new toys over there. I'm gonna make a separate video for this new toy I got for inserting needles into your machine and changing out needles very, very easily. You guys don't want to miss this, so stay tuned. I'll probably do I don't know, maybe I'll do a formal video for that and not a live stream, but I love the digitizing perspective. Do some more. Yeah, see, everybody says, not everybody, but a lot of people says do some more, but nobody watches the videos when I do them. To the point where people are like, yeah, do some digitizing videos. I'm like, yo, I got like 7 digitizing videos up and nobody even searches for them. And they're very low on the view side of things. So if you want to learn digitizing, go look at some digitizing videos that I have on this channel because I have quite a few, on here. But like I said, nobody watches them. They're not exciting. All right, so let me answer some questions before I get out of here and stop the stream, guys. I got some work to do in the shop, and I want to leave here early. I got some rhinestone stuff to do for a customer. I got what else do I have to do? What else do I have to do? I got to embroider this hoodie, this Norfolk State HBCU hoodie. Got to embroider that, so I got to go in a little while. Do the live version then. Okay, you want me to do the live version? Okay, I mean I could do the live version. I could do. It's more interactive. Oh, this table right here? No. Oh, the DTG table? I got the DTG. The thing that's holding my DTG up is a cart from Uline. I got it from Uline. It's a cart. It's on wheels, actually. Yeah, I can't show it to you right now, but it's on wheels. As a matter of fact, I got videos when I first got it. When I got my first one, when I was in the house, the DTG printer, I got videos. So yeah, the size. Offhand, I don't know. Why don't I do this? This computer is still acting weird. It's not letting me get in. It's supposed to sign in, scan your fingerprint on the finger reader. I'm doing that, and it's not. You know what? Nothing's cooperating today. Let me go on uline.com. I'll show you because I don't know the size offhand. I'm a geek, but I'm not that much geek. All right, let's go on Uline. All right, let me show you. All right, so what's this? Camera 5? Camera 5, okay. We're on Uline right now, not signing my account. Let's look for a cart. Let's look for Rubbermaid cart. All right, so you look for the one that is flat at the top. All right, so Rubbermaid flat handle. I don't know which one it is. It's not that one because that has a cord. Let me see, show all. There we go. Okay, so nope, it's none of these. It's one with a flat top. It has a flat top. All right, so utility. It's not that. Which one is it? Oh, here we are. Okay. This looks more. No, that's not it either. Jeez, I'm gonna have to. Let me log into my account. I'll give you the number of it. Sign in. Please remember my password because I don't. Jesus, of course it doesn't. Let me see if that's it. Boy. Oh, look, that was it. Okay, order history. You guys got me working up here. Grip panels, folding dump table, Oh, you know what? The last one I bought. No, it wasn't Amazon. I did buy it from here. Okay. I don't see it on here. I'm gonna have to DM you. I'm gonna have to DM you on Instagram to give you this stuff because it's not in my my thing for the last. I think I got it quite some time ago, so I guess purchased products. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Yeah. Okay. Let me make sure I don't have any personal information on here. Give me a second, guys. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Boom. All right. See right here. All right. This is the Rubbermaid Classic Flat Shelf Cart. We click on it, and this is what I mean by flat. All right. And you can see it's 260 bucks right here. This capacity is 500 pounds. And what I did was on Uline, you can change the wheels. I got the wheels that have like a lock, right? So if I go back my order history to the cart, packaging table, folding cart, boom. I got these wheels. Where are the wheels at? Where was I? Collapsible. Here's a cart right here, but I got wheels that have locks on it. They're casters. They're called casters. But anyway, just give them a call. Give them a call, and they can help you out. Give them a call, and they can help you out. But you guys see, it's a Rubbermaid Classic Flat Shelf. It's 44 by 25 by 33. All right, 44 by 25 by 33. All right, so that's what I got right here. Giving you guys all my inside stuff, man. A-Dubb, what's better to start with t-shirts, DTG or DTF? Dennis, you playing with me, right? No, Dennis, rewind the video because we talked about that already. We just talked about that already. But yeah, rewind the video, man. After we go off, just rewind the video. We talked about that already. How can I prevent getting gaps? I can't see it. How can I prevent getting... Why is that cut off? And my phone is dead, so I can't look at it over there. Where's my iPad? How can I prevent getting gaps in my thread when digitizing? Increase the density. That's all. So when you're digitizing, you have thread. And when you increase the density, you have more thread. Pool compensation is not it, Kev. It's density. So if he has gaps in between the thread, you have to, that means there's not more thread needs to be laid down to get rid of those gaps. Pull compensation has to do with how much the thread is pulling on the fabric, right? So that's pull compensation. So you compensate for the pull. Density has to do with how much thread is being put down. As you increase the density, it increases the stitch count of your design. It makes the design more dense, puts down more thread. If you have gaps, you need more thread to get rid of those gaps. Make sense? All right. No, not lower density. I mean increased density. Let me show you. All right. I mean increase the density, not lower the density. All right, let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, let's go back to camera 5. All right, so you see right here, I got this element right here, right? So we got this element right here. Wait, let's get back to our design. Hold on a second. All the way up here. Let's go back down here. All right, so we got this element of design right here. Oh yeah, Drew, you know what? You're right. So Drew, you're right, because by what you mean is lower the number. When you lower the number, you increase the density. So I do mean increase the density, but in the software, you do have to lower the number to increase the density. Software is weird. Anyway, let's go back. All right, so this is what Drew was talking about. So I selected this element right here, and if I select the attributes of the element, you can see right here that the density is on 0.35. Now let's raise the number to decrease the density. All right. If I raise the number, you're going to see it starting to look skimpy. So instead of, I'm going to put on 60. 60. A lot less thread being laid down. Now, if I want to increase the density, I do have to lower the number. So right now, if I look at it in a solid form right here, right? If I look at it in the this form where you can see what the design is doing, you can see that's what it looks. But pay attention to this line, these numbers right here. 26,075 stitches at the top. That's how much how many stitches this entire design is. 26,000, no, 2,675. Sorry, 2,675 stitches. Now, if I take this element right here and I put the density back to what I had it, which is a 35, and I hit apply, you can see that number just went up to 2,933. So I increased the density by lowering the number. That's kind of tough. So, and now it fills up. So now you got no gaps. All right. All right, there you go. All right. Most density. Yeah, more density does pull the garment, correct. But pull compensation is totally different from density. There's a whole nother thing for pull compensation. That's why it's called pull compensation, not density. It's called something different because it's something different. All right. So if I go over here, right, camera, if I go over here, you see we got density, and over here, which one is it? Over here, we got pull compensation. See, it's a totally different option because it does something different. You can adjust it by percentage or you can adjust it by the absolute. In Chroma, it's pretty solid and locked in. When you're working with different fabrics, you want to adjust this, but I keep mine regular. But here's some other density right here. But pull comp and density is two different things, and they are different things, and you know they're different things because you got density for the underlay right here. You got density for the design element in particular, and then you got the pull comp for pull comp right here for the element that you have selected or for the whole design or whatever you do. And push comp, pull comp, right? Different things, guys, different things. So yeah. I have an old video where I explained pull compensation really, really well when I didn't have any of these big industrial machines. I just had the Brother SE600. I made a video where I explained it really, really well, pull compensation. And some lady was arguing me down, and I sat there and I showed everybody how it worked. I explained it, and then I showed an example, and then I adjusted the example, and then I embroidered it again, and boom, you saw what I was talking about with the pull compensation. But anyway, I proved the point. I proved it on the video. But anyway, yeah, pull compensation. They go hand in hand. I mean, embroidering all work together. I mean, thread works with pull comp, works with density, works with everything works together. Yeah, so the whole process goes hand in hand. So, but when I'm changing my density, I don't have to change my pull comp. So in that sense, no, they don't go hand in hand because you don't have to change your density every time you change it. You don't have to change your pull comp every time you change your density. So pull comp is not something that you worry about unless you have to worry about it, right? So for the most part, for the average person that's digitizing stuff, I never ever adjust my pull compensation. Never ever adjust my pull compensation. So I don't even look at it. You know, if something really really weird or odd has to happen, or it's got to be a weird fabric that's stretching too much or has too much whatever for me to adjust the pull comp. You decrease or increase the pull compensation. And what if you increase the pull compensation, then the thread is going to pull, when it embroiders, it's going to pull the fabric in more. If it's pulling the fabric in a whole lot, you want to decrease the pull compensation so it can embroider a little bit loose. It's kind of like tightening up the tension knobs on your embroidery machine or loosening up the tension knobs. That's pull and push compensation in the software. But like I said, I digitize a crap ton of stuff on a monthly basis, and I never mess with the pull compensation. That's cool, Kev. You don't have to read, but show us. Don't tell us, show us. I explained it. Explain it to me. And do better than explaining. Just show us, because I have a video where showing you, and I just, well, don't tell me, don't say I can. Show me, man, bro. Like, show us. Like, make a video, post it. Do you do consultations for screen printing? No, I don't do consultations from screen printing because I'm not that good at screen printing. Definitely don't do consultations for screen printing. I was using 0.20 and play. Yeah, 0.20 as far as the density concerned, that's way too much thread, in my opinion. Digitizers, like those foreign digitizers, a lot of the time they put way too much. But the 2.20 is like almost, you're almost entering the puff level. Yeah, that's yeah, yo, Kev, man, we good, man. Yeah, for sure. Make one and show. Yeah. Let me know, and and then we'll do this again. And you can, and everything helps, man. Everybody's input helps. I appreciate that, man. But I'm telling you, bro, I got files and files. You probably do too. I got like, I digitize people's stuff all the time, bro. But it's all good. I digress. But no problem, no problem, no problem. Kenneth Bell and Kevin, I'm real. I'd love to see your stuff, bro. Love to see your stuff. Love your videos. Keep up the good way. All right, guys, I'm about to jump off of here. If you guys don't have any more questions, because I got to do some stuff. I came in the studio late, started my day late. And that's the beautiful part about garment decorating and entrepreneurship in general. You can start your day pretty much anytime you want to. But sometimes when you start your day late, you have to finish late. But in this case, I kind of don't, because actually I probably do, because this design is going to take a long time to embroider out on this sweatshirt. But yeah, Kev, man, DM me on Instagram. Let me know when you post that video, man. I want to see it. And talk to you guys on the next video. If you guys don't have any more questions, last chance. You don't want to say I'm out, I'm out. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry for the little dilemma earlier. And how come I can't end my live? Oh, I gotta adjust my screen. All right, guys, I'll see you later. All right.